This is a quick presentation about our business email service, that is email service on your own domain name. So what exactly are we doing in this market and what is our positioning? An email service which will deliver mail to inbox, protect you from security threats, protect you from court cases, and also give full support, which means you should be able to talk to a support engineer in a few minutes. And at the same time, it is very economical so that we can effectively address the needs of our target customer base. So this is the feedback which we have actually received from customers. 50 to 75% of users do not need online meetings. They do not need collaboration, and many of them don't even need file storage. It includes all these kinds of users like branch office staff, field project staff, service staff, etc. Then the question which arises is why pay huge amounts for features which you don't need for so many users? This person, I found this post in my LinkedIn feed, and this person was making exactly the same point that they were on Zoho CRM, which has many features, and they use just three of those features. And the problem was that it, it was complex to use. It took a lot of time to train their new staff on the CRM and all the problems which arise with complexity. So then they created their own CRM with just the required features, and everything became much simpler, and training was much easier, cost reduced. It's the same principle. If you really see, and these are publicly listed companies, both Google and Microsoft have profit margins of over 60%. So this indicates that they have a lot of market muscle, and it's also probably a lot of monopolistic uh, behavior in the market. So probably any kind of brand loyalty is misplaced. So these are some of our more well-known customers all over India across various business verticals, including listed companies, banking and financial sector, and so on. And these are some countries where we have our customers. About 7% of our customers are in these countries. So what are the customer concerns in India? Security, of course, is a global concern. Ransomware attacks, fraudulent mails, which lead to financial losses. Everybody in the world is worried about these. But in India specifically, it is also malicious actions by their own staff. That is stealing of data, taking it to competition, or stealing the data and starting their own business, and also deletion of data intentionally when they leave the job. And again, these are all inputs which we have received from customers. And overall IT complexity, like that post about the CRM said, it's exactly the same thing. The cost of training, management, the skills required is all much higher, especially when you're not using the features. And this whole cloud thing was supposed to actually cut costs, but then companies are now finding that just over a 3-month period, the cost of typical cloud services is much higher, especially from the large giant internet giants. So in terms of features, we are a service suite. That is, apart from email, we have got file storage, shared documents, sheets. We'll shortly be launching Slack-like chat service, which is instant messaging. We have email archival, which means one copy of all incoming and outgoing mail is stored automatically, separately in the archive, separate service. We have policy support, so you can decide who can send mail where, who can receive from where. We have strong spam filtering to protect your business. We have extra security features also, including two-factor authentication and GeoIP restrictions and IP-based access restrictions. We support hybrid setups both with Google and Microsoft. By hybrid, we mean that with the same domain name, you can have some users on our service and some on Google or Microsoft. So what you do is basically the people who need the features of Google or Microsoft, they are kept in, they reside on those one of those platforms, and the others who don't need those features are moved to our service. Since you'll be probably moving a lot of users to our service, uh, your savings are going to be really high. And we do the setup configurations, we take care of the whole thing. So these are some examples of cost reduction and other success stories. This is a company in Ahmedabad in the pharma sector. They are hybrid with Office 365 and our service. They wanted an economical service overall, reduction of effort for their very small and compact IT team. And they had various security requirements to be met since they are a pharma company and into exports. This is a construction company, again hybrid with Office 365, about 700 users on our service and about 300 on Office 365. Both these companies must be saving in the region of about 40 lakhs per year. This is Altum Credo Home Finance in Pune. So they are into, as the name suggests, into uh, lesser, smaller ticket home finance, somewhat unique in that sense. They wanted an economical service with about 500 users overall, and they are completely on our service. So basically, this is about our service, and we'll quickly go over the features. So we support, of course, all the protocols. IMAP, POP3, SMTP. We also have a very nice webmail interface so that you can access with the browser. And email archival I have already mentioned, and we have had many customers who use it because they know that it will protect them in case of customer disputes and court cases. We can give on-prem solutions also, on-prem private cloud. We have all the normal features like email filters, forwards, vacation messages, productivity features, spam filtering I have mentioned. We've got this facility of caution message for mails which come from external domains, which can be optionally enabled for your domain. So all incoming mails which come from outside of your domain will have a caution message on top in red, warning the user that it has come from an external source. We support all the email security standards, DKIM, DMARC, and SPF. Mailbox storage is always on a RAID file system, and of late we are using all RAID 6 file systems, so, which means that you can recover from the failure of two hard disks also. We have this facility of shared documents and sheets. As I mentioned, we have two-factor authentication, geo-IP restrictions, and we have got policy support. So you can restrict users from sending mail outside, receiving mails from outside. And you can, if you have a static IP in your office or even multiple offices, you can restrict those users or certain users in these offices from accessing from that IP. So they are locked to that particular IP. They cannot access the mail from anywhere outside. Hybrid, we have covered. We have got a nice webmail interface. We also have a groupware module with shared calendars and address books. We can authenticate against Active Directory. We have our own admin application where you can import and export and do a bulk creation of mailboxes. You can do the connector management, view logs, blacklist, whitelist domains, and so on. There's a facility of OTP-based password reset by users. And we have flexible plans where you can allocate the space. So we also have a file service, which comes automatically with our email service, or the file service can also be purchased separately. And it is available with a different URL, but with the same credentials. as your email ID. You can access it with the browser, do all the normal operations, upload files and so on, play media files, etc. You can mount it as a drive on your system, very useful. It uses the WebDAV protocol and it is supported on Apple, Windows and Linux. So it will, on your Windows system, it will appear as a drive letter, and so therefore you can drag and drop files, you can uh, double click files, and it will open with the registered program on your system. You can create and share links to files and folders, and these links can be shared with others. You can set passwords, and you can set an expiry date also, and you can also use this service to take automated backups. So this is our enterprise email archival service. So in the way it's organized is that you have an organization level account in which you can have multiple domains, multiple users with access control set. And so of course it's a live email archival. Plus we can do a one-time copy also. And it is stored independently in the archive service. And you can set a retention policy at the domain level. So if you have multiple domains, you can set different retention policies for different domains. It does compress and does deduplication also, and that can result in huge space savings. We have seen space savings of up to 80% in many cases. You can create unlimited user accounts and give permissions for users to view their own email or the entire domain's emails. There's a nice dashboard user interface, and there's a email search interface, very convenient. When you find an email, you can forward it, or you can do a bulk download of emails also, which is in case of download, it is in EML format. It supports multi-factor authentication. There are comprehensive audit logs. It works with any email service. All that you need is that service should be able to forward emails, one copy of all the emails to our archival email ID. Our service will simply archive it. So we have customers who are using with M365 and Google Workspace. And the storage is, of course, on RAID 6 file systems for reliability. And the pricing is very simple. It's based on space only. You can create unlimited users. You can have archival for unlimited email IDs and domains. So basically, this is about our service. Thank you.